Everybody in crypto is telling you, soon as the interest rates will go down, the price of Bitcoin will go up. But what if I tell you that everybody is lying to you? Because I want to highlight in this video the topic. What happens in the past when the interest rates were cut? So, guys, if you want to know more about this and why they are lying to you, I will tell it in this video. But before I tell you more, we reached 6,380 subscribers to the Crypto Yoon channel. If you're here and you like the videos, like and subscribe and stay up to date about the market, upcoming gems, and let's make some money together. So I want to dive deeper back to the 2017 and also the year 2019-2020. Because when I zoom in and I have a look at the interest rates, we see that in 2017-2018, the interest rates were going up. We had an up run, and the top of the interest rates were exactly at July 2019. That was the moment where the Fed was cutting the interest rates. And do you see what happens? Do you see what happens after that? Like, we're making this a little bit bigger, but this was the moment that the Fed was cutting the interest rates. And what happens to Bitcoin was a price decline to the downside. And then after that, we saw for like several months, this is around 112 days, so 16 weeks, we saw Bitcoin was going sideways. Soon as the Fed did another rate cut from 1.75 all the way down to 0.28, we saw another spike to the downside of the Bitcoin price. So is it good for Bitcoin if the Fed cut the rates? So once we bottomed out for the interest rates, that was the moment that Bitcoin was going higher and parabolic. Do you see? Do you see it here exactly? So we stayed at the same level for several years, and that was the moment we were going up. And right now we are waiting for the moment to cut the rates. And like, is this only happening with Bitcoin, or is it also happening with the SP500? I also want to pop up the SP500. Why? Because I want to compare these charts with the Bitcoin chart. Because mostly of the time, the SP500 is correlated, like connected with the Bitcoin chart. But also at the end of this video, I will tell you my opinion. Is it good that in September, the interest rates will be cut? Or is it a bad thing? Is it a sell the news event? Let's wait for that later on in this video. Let's compare first the SP500 to the rate cut. So we go here, we do SP500. And as you can see, the same thing happened for the SP500. So we saw here that the rates were cut. It goes up, but soon as there was a major and big rate cut, that was the moment that we saw a price to the downside. I don't know why it's not showing the dates before 2012, but so we have one comparison for this year. So guys, what do I think about expectation? Is the rate cuts a good thing or a bad thing for Bitcoin? So to be honest, I'm prepared for the scenario that what we saw in 2019-2020. When the Fed cut the rates, then the moment was that the price of Bitcoin was going down. And I think it is the same with the ETF. Everybody around me was saying, when the ETF is there, we will see so much price increasement, we will go to the moon and stuff like that. But if everybody is saying that, most of the time, it will not happen. Same with the altcoin season. Everybody was saying there will be an altcoin season right now. Bitcoin is at all-time high. We see an altcoin season, but if everybody is expecting it, it will not happen. And I think it's the same. But I have to be honest, the cycle is different this time. And like not different, but it can be different. So I am prepared for both scenarios. If we see a price drop for Bitcoin, because we are still in a downtrend, like we making lower highs, and we making lower lows. Like we are currently in a downtrend, but it can also be that this is a reversal, that this was the lowest low, we're making a higher low here, we break above 65,000 and making a higher high. That is the moment I'm thinking, hey, there's a possibility for a trend reversal here. But first we need to break 65,000. So with the ETF, 10 January 2024, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in to this date, 10 January 2024. So here it was announced, it was live, the ETF ETF was live. Everybody was so super bullish. We saw on the 10th of January maybe a pump of 5%. Well, what happens after was we saw a drop of 22% because all the people were thinking we're going to the moon. They saw the price going down. They start selling in panic. It will trigger more price reaction, more down, and there was 22% downwards. And it can be that this is the same scenario, but of course we are not sure. We only can be prepared for both scenarios. So I'm thinking that it can be a sell the news event. Like everybody's hoping for a higher price when the interest rates are going to cut, but it doesn't happen and then the price goes down. We are prepared. We have on the sideline, we have USDT to buy more on spot. But of course, if we go higher, we are in the market. So we don't care. We are in the market already. We have our moon back here. We have our spot back. So if it goes higher, we are in. If we go lower, we can buy more. But be safe, guys. Like I said, it is not certain that we seeing in the next month already a way higher all-time high of Bitcoin. Because September is a month in the history that we most of the time see as a red month. And October is announced as Uptober. Why? Because of the 12 times that October was there, we saw 10 green months and 2 were red. So if everybody thinks the same, that September is a bad month, they start buying, maybe it will be a green month. So always try to find out what is the majority of the people thinking. And the majority of the people is most of the time wrong. So keep that in mind. So this is also interesting to keep in mind. If we see a red month of September together with the rate cuts, we have a nice moment to buy. But I'm saying don't buy all your funds in once in this dip because we are still in a downtrend, guys, of the short term. This is my opinion. That's what I'm thinking. I'm prepared. I'm just waiting right now. Waiting, not buying, waiting for confirmations. If we break above 65,000, we're making a higher high, and this means that we're making a higher low here and then a higher high. And if this low is again higher, then we can see a reversal of the trend. But if we break below this low, it means that the downtrend is continued. So this is what I'm thinking right now, guys. If you're not subscribed to the Crypto June channel yet, do it right now. Stay up to date about the market, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.